Hello, my name is Andrew, and this is The Quiet Storm. I'm just kidding, it's Medellin Podcast, episode 16.
16.
For those of you that are bilingual and bisexual.
10 plus 6. T9.
What are we drinking today, Joel?
Today we're drinking some Patron tequila. And we've got a bunch of beers on the table, which I'll get into a little later. But this is episode 16. It's going to be a good one.
We got Patron and beer.
And the pink hair that
Patron and beer. Sing it, Sofía. Patron and beer.
I don't know what to sing.
It's all right. It's a wrap.
It's episode 16 of the Medellin Podcast. My name is Andrew Messia. We are in the Red Door Studios. You could also find me on Medellin Buzz. You can find our podcast, for those of you that like to listen and not watch our ugly faces, on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, and you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. And obviously, we're on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Just look up Medellin Podcast, and you'll see us. So, again, my name is Andrew, and I have to my left the
beautiful and talented, bald and black and beautiful, Joel Duncan. You might see me sitting like this, and I don't know if you can see my feet in the video, but this is the way I get around females, so I got to get a little nervous. I got to cross my legs. And today, you can find me also on Instagram, Joel Duncan Photography, and you don't want to see my personal shit, trust me. But to my right, in the middle, we have the beautiful and talented Pink Hair Don't Care. What's your name?
Hi everyone, my name is Sofía Urán Madulanda. I'm from Medellin, and I'm 23 years old, and I'm pink hair.
Your pink hair. Okay, well, Sofía, today we are drinking some beer and some tequila. What kind of beer are we drinking? What are you drinking there?
I'm drinking Maranta.
Maranta.
Yeah.
It's got an accent on the A, no?
Yeah.
Where's that from?
Are you teaching me Spanish?
Yes.
Thank you.
Please enunciate. Yeah, Maranta is actually from Santa Marta. Shout out to you guys. I hope we get free beer someday.
And I'm drinking El Jefe from Hakuna Beer, which apparently is from Medellin. So we're repping local Hakuna Amaranta.
Yeah, Hakuna's really good, but there's a couple more too.
Oh, yeah. You guys will do the deep pronunciation. We're going to get, because
That's Hakuna.
that's Hakuna also.
Actually, one more. No.
That's Hakuna also.
This one right here.
Yeah,
Nueve Tierras, and this is actually from Guarne, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're from Guarne, which is here in Antioquia, which is neighboring
What's
town.
this one,
A
Sophia?
village.
You say it.
It's a village.
You say that one.
Torre Alta.
And can you say your name again? Because that was hot. Say your name.
Torre Alta.
No, but your name.
Sofía Urán.
It's the full name.
Sofía Urán Madulanda.
That's the type of show we have out here with the real names, not like mine. Joel Duncan. Like, what the hell is that? See, we got some good names here.
So Sofía, you may know already, but for those of you that are watching or listening for the first time, every time you hear a very annoying alarm, well, it's less annoying now, but it's still annoying sometimes, we will have to take a shot of Patron. That'll help us loosen up, talk about things.
Yeah.
Maybe we will dye our hair pink.
Yeah. I could try that. I mean, if we hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, I will dye the top of my hair or paint it for 2 days pink.
No, what about your beard? Yo, that would be hilarious.
Are you trying to copy my style?
Yeah, we're trying to copy your style.
No, you gotta go with like a green beard.
Green? Why green? We're talking about pink.
Pink.
She doesn't want you to copy her.
Breast cancer awareness.
That's why I did it, for breast cancer awareness. So I'm going to open
Awareness
this
for girls'
up
breasts.
for my breast.
Well, we already have these poured.
Oh, true. We do.
Yeah. So obviously we have our lovely guest, Sofía, and today we're going to be talking about what life is like for a local Paisa girl here in Medellin, what she does, what's her day in, day out, what she thinks of foreigners, and other questions that we have for her, which will be a surprise.
And some surprise questions.
Yeah, some surprise questions. Yep. So I guess we'll get right to it. Sofía, where are you from?
I'm from here, from Medellin, but I raised in many cities of Colombia.
Oh.
Yes.
Like which cities?
Like Bogotá, Villavicencio, Bucaramanga, Neiva, Huila, so many places.
Why did you move so much?
Because my dad was in the army, he was military, so we had to move to different battalions. Around the country.
The country.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that's the military life.
And when did you come to Medellin?
Because I'm from here.
But when did you come back?
When I was 14, like 9 years.
Okay.
That's when I got here. I got here to Medellin 9 years ago.
When she was 14.
When I was 14.
No, you got to Medellin when she was 14. That's cool. Okay,
you could have been my student back then.
Yeah.
I was an English teacher. So you and now obviously you live in Medellin, and the other question that I have is your English. Your English is pretty good. Where did you learn English?
Well, I learned English in an academy when I was living in Belgium before. And I wanted to learn English because I saw many movies and, many crush, sexy actors.
Wow.
That's the only reason you learned English?
Sexy gringos actors.
Who was your sexy gringo crush? Who did you like? Give us one.
Who was your
just
favorite,
one,
of all time?
Who would you die for?
Well, but he's Latin, actually.
Who? A Latin gringo?
Ricky Martin.
Oh, well, he's kind of gringo-ish. He's from Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah.
Firstly, I don't think Ricky Martin would be into you.
Well,
yeah, but the other gringo I love the most is a singer. He's a singer of a band. I like him so bad.
What's his name?
Andrew
Andrew Macia?
No. First of all, I'm not a singer and I'm not in a band.
Well, you were just playing music and singing. I don't know. I figured. What's his name? What's this guy's name? What's the gringo's name?
Yeah, what's the band?
The band is Avenged Sevenfold.
Avenged Sevenfold, yes.
Yeah.
And the singer is Max Shadows.
That's cool. Yeah.
If you're watching this, which I know you are, Sophia's got the hots
Max
for you.
Shadows.
I know, you know what?
Yeah.
I always wanted to learn many languages. I always wanted to understand the music. I listen.
Yeah.
So I learned it in an academy, but I speak English because I practice it for myself.
And where do you practice that?
In your house or just
Here?
Here
anywhere?
at the podcast? Where else? Where do you speak?
Yeah, just talking with foreigner friends, and that's how I started to practice because I haven't left this country before, so it's the way I learned English.
That's pretty amazing. And so, you speak any other languages, or what other languages are you trying to learn?
Actually, I'm learning French, and I know some words in another languages thanks to the anime, because I like anime, so I know some words in Japanese too.
Oh, nice.
And because the music, I like exploring music, discover music in different languages.
You have something in common with Felipe because he loves Japanese anime porn and yeah, we sometimes he's at work and he just closes his computer and we swear he's watching Japanese anime porn. Right, Felipe? What do you say to that?
I'm a man of refined tastes.
Refined taste.
Right.
That's nice. That's nice. So you're studying a whole bunch of different languages. I'm avoiding getting right into the hard questions. Andrew. You go.
Okay, well, let's talk about you. So, apart from obviously learning other languages, do you work? Do you study?
Yeah, I do. I study and I work too.
Okay, so what are you in university or what's going on there?
Yes, I'm in the university, but this semester I couldn't study for some personal reasons. But I'm going to continue studying the university. I'm gonna start with international business.
Okay.
I was studying biomedical engineering, but I'm really bad with math.
Biomedical.
Yes, me too. I hate math.
Yeah, biomedical engineering.
Yes, that's a tough one. So international business and what else do you like to do other than obviously? Okay, so you learn languages. You're going to school. What do you do with your free time?
I like to do many things, especially everything that is with relation with nature and with friends.
Okay.
Because I don't like to be lonely. So, for example, going to camping, I love going to camping, going even to walk or ride a bike so far with my friends. That's pretty awesome.
Where do you go camping?
To forest, live in Medellin, but
Okay.
not too far, like 1 hour or
Like
2
where?
hours.
What city or what town?
There is a place, it's called San Pedro.
Uh-huh.
It's a village, and going deeper to the forest is called Entre Rios.
Okay, Entre Rios. Between the rivers.
Between the rivers.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
So
So,
nice there.
so spending time with friends. So I'm gonna step back just a little bit, and we're gonna say why we wanted Sofía on the show is because we've had other people that are foreigners, or as you would call them, gringos, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. But one of the things is there's a lot of guys that watch this show, a lot of guys that come here. They date girls, or whether they're dating or not, they have their own perspective of a woman from Medellin.
Guys or women.
And women, yes.
Yeah.
They don't know what your life is like because they've never lived your life. They've lived their life back home and they come here. They may have been living here for a long time, but they don't know what your true experience is and what you think of being here, what you think of them, and that type of stuff. So, what do you think, for you, what do you think about Medellin? But honestly, do you like it, hate it? What's your opinion about Medellin?
Medellin is una chimba. No, well, not because it's like...
All right, shot time.
Wait, we're gonna keep going.
On that note, to Medellin being a chimba.
Wait, I'm gonna give you some salt.
And for those of you that are listening that don't know what chimba means, it means that it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I need some salt. Cause
I don't need salt. All right.
He's a tough boy. Let's go.
Tough. I just don't I need
Salud.
sodium. Cheers.
Whew, that's number 2. All right, take a sip of that. So, Medellin es una chimba. And what else? Tell us more about your opinion about Medellin.
Medellin is a really good city, no, because I'm from here. It's for everything. The economy, the people, we used to be nice people, kind people. And, you can find many amazing things here, restaurants or whatever you want to find. And the weather is the best part.
That's
the
true.
weather is awesome.
That's true.
If you go out without jacket, you are not going to shake.
Yeah. Freeze, yeah.
Yeah, freeze. And the weather, the people, everything, the nature. It's amazing just like seeing buildings and a city in mountains.
Yeah, that is true.
It is
It's
awesome. It is
awesome.
awesome. Every time I come from the airport and you come down through the avenida coming from the airport and you see the mountains and then you see the city, it's an amazing sight. And I'm sure everybody that's come here can relate to that.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So you love Medellin. Is there something that you hate about Medellin?
Yeah, of course. For example, the corruption. There's a lot of corruption, but it's normal in every part of the world. But there's corruption with some important people that they used to be our leaders, but it's not like that. And the thieves. Mm-hmm. They make this city worse, but well.
And you live in Robledo?
Yeah, I do.
And Robledo, you said one of the things, and by the way, we know just about nothing about Sofía, which is what makes this episode so different, is that we're getting to know you right now. And I think one of the questions you asked me was if I'd been to Robledo, and I said, yeah, like twice, I think. And you said, why? And I think, what was my answer? I think I made up my answer about why I was in Robledo. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if it was I don't know why I went to Robledo, but
The only times I've been to Robledo is for a girl.
okay, good.
Yeah.
So that's good. So Andrew's been for a girl. I don't think I went there for a girl. I really don't. But do you come to Poblado a lot?
Not really. I don't like Poblado at all.
Why?
Because it's kind of fake. For
Kinda
me,
fake.
yes.
Okay.
It's not the real Medellin.
Okay.
It's not. It's kind of fake, because you see here the most foreigners than Colombian people. So, and it's like too fancy too, and my salary is student salary, so
Okay.
I don't come here, but when I come here, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely more expensive than Robledo.
Of course, yeah.
Definitely more.
Yes.
Well, I can relate to that because when I used to live in Southern California, whenever we had money, we would go to like Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard. We'd go to we'd go to clubs out there or watch bands play at like the Whiskey.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a place where we would go frequently because obviously if you're a student, you don't have that much money. You have to like fake your way in there somehow. Like
Exactly.
if you know someone at the door, you get in. I'm assuming it's the same way here. That if you're going to Parquilleras to a club over there, it has to be like a special occasion. Maybe someone invited you. I could relate to that. So I guess I could stick to the safety topic because I think it's very important because you're a woman in Medellin. Before we get to the dating part,
Yeah. All that.
the safety in Medellin, being a woman and a Paisa woman in Medellin. Do you feel safe when you walk out in Medellin, or do you ever feel not safe?
It's safe in some occasions, but for sure we are always to be abused, verbal abuse, because men here are really disrespectful. I'm not saying all of them.
I saw your Instagram post. I didn't say anything, but yesterday you were a little brava, which is like a little angry,
Angry,
little
yeah.
what happened there? It's related to what you're saying right now. What about the men here?
It's horrible because men here cannot see a pussy because they want to like, hey, it's like they are calling dogs.
Like they're calling a pussy.
Like a cat.
That makes sense. No, fuck it. I never even thought about that. It's a cat call.
Yeah, so that's a cat call here. They go, and then they say other
Mind
things
blown.
too, right?
We don't call the cats like that,
How do you do it? Like that?
No.
right?
Wait, what? Wait. In the U.S., you guys call. You see a cat there. What do you do?
Well, I do what my mom and all of my aunts and everything. They're Colombian, and they would go. That's what they would do. They would do.
What in the? That's not gonna attract the cat. That's gonna scare the
Not
cat.
like that.
Or like a dog, yeah. But that's what my
Wait,
parents
what do you do?
It's a different generation. What's the new generation do?
Wait, you saw the cat. You see a cat right here. Not a pussy, but a cat.
What's
Well,
the
how
sound?
would you call the cat?
Which
Wait, okay,
what?
keep going, go like that. Do it, Andrew. You do yours. Let's hear. Keep going.
Is that what you do? Is that what you guys do in Guyana?
Yeah. They come. That's actually how they call girls too, which is quite ridiculous.
Yeah.
Felipe, what do you do to call cats? You gotta be playing with that button all the time like that. What is that?
Yeah. Why do I do it? I guess the same, like.
That's for dogs.
That's good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was good.
That's for dogs.
That's for,
Yeah?
there's a different thing
Yes.
for dogs?
Wait, dogs respond differently than cats?
No,
do?
no. For dogs, I usually whistle like.
Ah.
And you go like this too? That's a little fucking weird. If I were a dog, I'd just run around like, oh, I'm this weird fucking Jap porn guy, Japanese porn. I'd just
They
run away.
can't see what I'm doing. I'm behind the camera.
All right, so back to the safety thing. So obviously you got women, and I've seen it. I mean, it's pretty blatant. When you see a beautiful woman walking down the street, you see the Paisa men. I would say that usually it's the younger guys, but that make the sounds. They go or a mami or whatever, right? They say things.
All men too.
And the old men, I've noticed,
Do it more to me.
what to you?
Not to me, in my opinion. Listen, if an old Paisa man went, hey, mommy, to me, I mean, I'll take it as a compliment. You know what I mean? I'll just take it and go.
Yeah.
But wait, I thought the older guys to me are the ones like,
Yeah, they look
They
very
say
hard.
they say pervert things. They talk more.
Like
they
what?
are
Like
for
what?
example, one day I was eating a bon nice,
yeah.
and I was just walking, and a stupid fat man told me, qué rico, lo sentí aquí. I felt it here. You know, he touched his dick. I almost killed him.
Wow.
For sure, yeah.
Wow.
And
It
by the
was
way,
horrible.
a bone ice is like an icicle, an ice pop or whatever. I forget what they're called.
A freezy. It's
Yeah.
a freezy.
Well, yeah. I
Right?
forget what they were called in the United States.
Canadians, we say
Otter
freezy.
pop. Otter pop. Otter pop.
Otter pop?
Yeah, an otter pop in the United States.
Never
Well, at least in California, we had otter pops.
There's a picture already on the screen showing what Apple Nice is.
Oh, but nice. Okay. All
Really?
right. So that's terrible. But I'm keeping notes so that I can say it when
you
get
become
older.
70, when you're 70, you can be like, hey, mommy, what? What did you say? Say it again. How do you?
Lo sentí.
Lo sentí aquí.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna bounce back to Robledo for a second because I think most of the foreigners that come here, they'll come to Poblado, they'll go to Laureles, Envigado, and if they're really adventurous, Sabaneta maybe. And so like you don't find a lot of foreigners. Like, do you see a foreigner in Robledo every day at least one time or no? Not at all.
Never.
When was the last time you saw a foreigner in Robledo?
Never.
I
You
guess-
see, this show is gonna change shit. In like a year from now, you're gonna see a bunch of dirty mochileros, backpackers with chanclas walking through Robledo, and it's gonna be our.
I highly
our
doubt
fault.
that.
I have seen only gringos there because I take them in my house.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
just friends.
Are they scared?
Some of them in the beginning, but it's like it's
They're
not
French,
a
huh?
bad
Are
neighborhood.
they French?
French?
Yeah,
No.
the gringos not. Okay, because they tend to be scared.
I think Joel is onto something though because he actually grew up in Robledo too.
Yeah.
All my life. But there's already like the hostel scene. It's starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger because I mean Manila is like hostel town
Yeah.
already, which is where we are right now.
Yeah.
But I've seen some hostels in a barrio near Robledo
Really?
called Calasanz.
Okay.
Calasanz now has several hostels. Obviously, there's gringos there.
Okay.
So I think in a couple years.
Yeah,
Okay.
you probably see them. Yeah, I used to live in Calasanz, and there was never any foreigners in Calasanz. But now there's hostels, and that's
Because
cool.
we're using a word, and we're throwing the word around. This show or this podcast is not for sensitive people. We don't really care if your feelings get hurt unless we're really, really, saying something really mean and cruel. It's your problem if you're sensitive. But you're using the word gringo. In Robledo, I'm going to ask you this. In Robledo, with you and your friends, or whether you're at school, would you call somebody from Japan a gringo?
For us, any Asian is chino.
Okay. Any Asian is chino. All right. So somebody from
from Philippines,
from the Philippines, chino.
it's Chino.
Chino.
Africa.
Africano.
No, but they didn't speak. You saw them walk by. Let's say they had.
Oh, he could be
traditional
Colombian.
clo-
Oh,
but he
what-
had traditional clothes on. You could tell he's from Africa. You would say.
Sorry, but a nigga from America.
And what is that? Let's talk about this. I like that, Andrew, because what in Colombia? Okay, so we're gonna come back to that word in a second because I find it really interesting. We always
Well,
talk
no, we
about
could we could tackle it now. I
Let's
think
tackle it.
it's important to tackle it. So I used to be a teacher here in at a pretty big school for English for about 4.5 years, and I used to hear this word spoken a lot. Like students would say "niga," and they would say it with no regard, and I would feel weird because obviously in the United States and in Canada and in most English-speaking countries, when you say the N-word, which we don't even say it, you say the N-word and you are not black.
You could get your ass beat up.
Yeah,
ass.
it's derogatory. It's like an insult, right? To a black person. But here they say "niga" to refer to a black person, like urbano, right? Like I've even been. Or Joel was telling me that he was in Envigado and he saw a barbershop called Niga Styles, and it was a bunch of black guys. A bunch of black guys. A bunch of black guys cutting black people's hair.
Yeah, and it was called Niga Styles.
It was called Niga Styles.
So Yeah, so truth, exactly what we'll take the shot, and then we talk about the niggas.
Well, I guess that's information. That's information for.
We're not bleeping shit.
That's information for black people that come down here and hear the word to not get offended, and also for white people that come here and hear the word gringo.
Yeah.
Gringo is not negative here.
Yes.
So I said that we're not sensitive because, you know, it's so cool. It's like here, again, they say nigga, and again I saw the barbershop nigga styles. Andrew's right. I shared it on my Facebook. I'm like, this is some fucked up shit. How can you say nigga? I asked her if she saw somebody from Africa. She's like, yeah, like a nigga from Africa. And if you said that in the United States or Canada or even in Europe, you'd probably die.
Yeah, unless if you are a black person saying it to somebody else, which is a whole other thing that I have an issue with.
Yeah.
But that's for another show where we're talking about how I would say ignorant that is of people calling themselves that and then telling other people not to call me that.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
100%.
I think that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that, you know, we say for us it's really normal.
Yeah.
Really, really normal. Even white people, we refer to black people as nigga. And even if you don't know them, for example, it's like in the street and you need to ask for an address, and a black person is there, it's like, depend the person because I'm polite. But for example, my dad, he was like, nigga, can you do me a favor? And he was like, yeah, sure, tell me.
Yeah, so he would never be.
Yeah, it's so normal.
But you wouldn't hear that in Poblado, though. You won't hear that in Poblado.
Well,
I've never heard that in Poblado.
Well,
because it's full of gringos.
Yeah, it's full of gringos. And also people don't say niga because that's more slang.
Yeah.
They would say moreno.
Yeah.
Mi negro.
Here they would
say
that.
Mi negro, moreno. Like I play on a basketball team that is all black people.
Yeah.
And they call me a niga.
Yeah. Andrew's
Really?
niga. But if I went to Robledo right now and I don't open my mouth, and I don't know if I look different, but I don't open my mouth, somebody could come up to me and be like, hey nigga, where's the metro? They would say that to me in Robledo, and it would be normal.
I don't think so because you look from another country.
So they would think about it. They would think about.
Yes, you look so different from black people from here.
And so black people here and the people you know don't take the word to be negative.
No.
Great.
No.
Note self.
Not at all.
What do you think, Felipe? I mean, you're from here.
It's obviously, it all depends about context, right? And it is noteworthy that that's only recent. When I was a kid, that wasn't a thing.
Okay.
The nigga wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
But hey, morenazo, negrito, calling someone by their color here doesn't have a racist connotation.
Yeah.
Except in some cases, again, it's all about context because there's also a horrible phrase, that you can hear a lot of white dads spout, ese negro hijo de puta. And that is racist. Because it's specifically referring to that guy is an hijo de puta, son of a motherfucker, because he's black.
Yeah, so you're using it with another word.
Yeah, with
to
another
mean,
swear word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason that we stopped to talk about this is really important because there's a lot of cultural differences, very big cultural differences, I think, between Colombia and everywhere else. Like, this is a big deal because right now in the United States and other places, it's huge because of racism. But so if you're a foreigner, particularly if you're a black guy or a black woman, you're coming here and you hear that, you know, you have to interpret it sort of in a different way. I know it's really tough to hear because it's like somebody just took acid and threw it in your face or ears in the United States. But here, people actually... I had a girl that I used to date that was half black. And she would like call me like that. And I would be like, wait. The first bit, when she said it, I'm like, wait, this motherfucker. But she was half. So I'm you half nigga. And
these are people that don't even speak English at all. Like I dated a girl that They weren't even black. The family's not black, but she was the darkest one in her family. She's like, oh yeah, they all call me nigga.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, for example, in a group, when we have a friend and it's the only dark, it doesn't have to be
black. It's just
black
dark.
at all, just like dark. But we call them, it's like a sweet way to refer to a person, like nigga.
That's crazy.
Because
a
here
nickname. It's just a nickname.
But in Poblado they say negro, or they say mi negra.
Yeah.
But in Robledo, I'm saying like they're more slang.
Yeah, but on top of that, it's not like we have like deep Colombian friends here.
Yeah.
And if we had like, let's say, a group of only Colombian friends that we hung out with, and they were like our guy friends, it'd probably be a little bit different. I would assume, but I don't even know because we don't have that. The only thing that I have are my basketball teams, and they always call each other black, and the black guys call each other black, and the white guys call each other white. So I guess what we're trying to say is don't be as sensitive as you are in fucking the United States of America or Canada, where everybody gets their little pussy hurt just because you called me brown. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? How do you?
Yeah. Umbale.
That's how you call a cat out here in Colombia, in case you didn't know. But wait, let's jump back to a question, because you said you take. Man, that'd be so fucked up. I'm thinking of the situation in my head. She takes a gringo, but a black gringo, over to Robledo for the first time, and everybody's like, "Welcome to my house, you nigga." I would be like, what?
I'm sure they would not say that.
No, but what?
Your mom is not gonna say
I don't know.
that.
I don't know.
my
My nigga. I don't know what they
Yeah.
say. I don't know what they say.
Your mom is gonna say that.
No, she will receive you with a big hug
Yeah.
and offering you something to drink.
And then she looks over her shoulder at Sofía. She's like,
That's my nigga.
But if my dad was there, for sure, he would tell you, "Hey, nigga, ¿qué más pues?"
wow.
Yeah.
Dang, man. That's
Yeah, yes.
So wait.
But it's endearing. It's endearing. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
to
not.
make,
Yes, of course,
it's
his
the same-
expression is not being offensive.
Right.
What do
at
they
all.
call you? When somebody sees you, they don't want to say Sofía. What do they say? What's your name? What do people call you?
Sophie.
Sophie, you don't have a nickname?
Oh, yes.
Oh, she doesn't want to say the nickname.
Ooh, say the nickname. What's the nickname?
I don't like it, and are
Say
you
the
going
nickname.
to
Say
make
the
me
nickname.
say it?
I'll just say it. Just what's the nickname?
Don't worry, we won't repeat it.
I will. But what is it? What's your nickname?
The first one?
Oh, you have many. Okay.
The first one is Tutti, like Tutti Frutti, the juice. And the other one
Is
is
that because you're juicy or what? Like, what is juice? What is
because I always ask her for that juice.
tutti frutti?
Just,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
just
La
Tutti, give me
Tutti.
Tutti, mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's the second one?
The second one is Ñame.
Nyame, 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 nyame.
Ñame is like a potato, but it's weird.
Like
it's
a yam? What is that? A yam?
Like a yam, a yame.
Yam.
Yam is a yuca. Is yuca.
Yeah. Like
No,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
cassava.
yuca's cassava.
Okay.
Yam.
They
Yeah, I
are,
know
yam.
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 Okay, yame. And the third one is
And the
Why?
third,
Because when you were born, you looked like a yame? As a baby?
baby yame.
A little baby yame?
No, it's just because my classmates from here, the first time I came to Medellin,
Yeah.
they told me, "You are not going to leave this high school without a nickname, bitch."
And
Oh,
I want to go to this. I want to go to this high school.
I know.
serve it up, serve it up.
Wait, I'm gonna serve it up. Keep going.
Serve it
So,
up. Okay, so nyame, we got tutti, nyame,
And
and your least favorite one, I'm assuming.
And the other one is just Candace, like the sister of Phineas and Ferb, because the first time I dyed my hair was like orange.
Oh, okay.
okay, cool.
I don't know what
so
that
were you
is.
Born with that here? Were you
that's-
born like that, or
That's
is that
after
natural?
after my generation. Candace and Furs.
Candace and Furry. I'm like, yep. I'm gonna pretend I know who that was. Yeah, I love Candace and Furry. I didn't even know who she was talking about.
I have
but
no
was
idea
like,
what that
I
is.
agree.
Yeah.
Who's Candace and Furry?
I can be your father.
Yeah.
I don't even know. You and my and you and your me and your father, we could be best friends. We'd be like,
Oh,
No.
my niggas.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Why
No,
not?
all right, okay, we're
No.
gonna get to that. We're coming to that.
Does he drink?
We're gonna-
Does he drink
we're co- no.
aguardiente?
Wait.
Does your
Wait,
dad
wait,
drink
wait, wait.
aguardiente?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, wait.
I'll bring some aguardiente.
Yes,
We're gonna do some
sometimes.
I will
serious
bring some
talking in a
aguardiente
second.
then.
So, question: how long ago did you make your hair pink?
Wow, that's such a huge shot, Joel.
Come on, you're a big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when did you-
Don't be princess.
I am a little princeso.
Princeso.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'd like to record her voice and use it as like my alarm or ringtone.
Wake up, princeso. Wake up.
princess.
Wake up, princeso. It's time to wake up, princeso.
Ay, no, qué
I
horror.
know, guys. I know.
I know, guys.
Okay, so you were saying, when did you dye your hair?
The first time I was 15 years old,
Okay.
but I
But
had...
that's not normal in a Colombian family. Was your family kind of upset? Did they react?
Yeah, especially my aunts. They are so gossip and they always judge the... I don't know how to say sobrino. Niece? Nieces.
No, the niece or the nephew?
Niece.
Niece, okay.
Yeah. They always used to judge. And when I was with my hair like that, they thought that I was a drug woman.
Like a junkie? Like you did drugs?
Yeah, like a ghetto one or something.
Ghetto one.
Ghetto one. You're a little ghetto, though.
Hey, cheers. Ghetto one.
Am I?
I'll tell you why in a second.
You're a little
You called
ghetto.
me Niga earlier. I'm going to call you some names. Tootie, Tootie.
Tootie right there.
Fruity here.
No, it's okay.
Did they call you marihuanera? Is that what they called you?
Esta marihuanera se pintó el pelo otra vez.
Yeah.
It's because here the connotation is
Thank
that if you are like into bad shit.
Whose phone is that?
Yours.
Oh.
Yeah. One of the number one.
The connotation here is that if you are like into drugs or shit, then you do marijuana because here ignorant people still think that marijuana is like
Is a drug?
super
Delinquent.
bad thing. Yeah, a delinquent and shit.
Thanks, shit.
So that's slang for like junkie, kind of like junkie, like marihuanero. If you're a marihuanero, you're a bad person.
So the reason I asked that question, and that's good to know. The reason I asked that question is when I was talking to Tootie, I asked her. I said something about, we briefly talked about something serious, and she said, and something like, my life was dark with my dad, but now I have a pink life. Is that what you said? Can you tell what does that mean, and why did you tell me that? I didn't ask you then why. But that's why I said I think you have a story, and why I thought that you were interesting. From that sentence is what made me think you're interesting. So what is that? Why was your life dark and now it's pink, and what does that mean to you?
It means a lot.
Okay.
I said because my dad used to give us a lot of verbal, physical, and mental abuse.
Oh, really?
Yes. To me, to my sister, and my mom.
Wow.
And the typical Colombian, like, I'm not saying no all of Colombia, no, but it's so traditional, especially because his generation. So machista, and because he was in the army, so it's a plus.
Yeah.
And machista, and he never wanted me to go out, never have friends. I only went out to go to the high school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I couldn't have a normal life. My mom neither. She was always at home, and he said even she was sick, he forced her to clean and cook.
For him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's the kind of person that says that woman has to be in the house, cooking, taking care of the kids, and it's normal for them.
Yeah.
Cheating on the woman, but they cannot even say hi to another man.
See? I could be best friends with your dad.
I know, guys.
So okay, so that's pretty messed up. I think a lot of people around the world, it doesn't matter, it's not just Colombia, experience that in some form. And then you said, now your life is pink, which I thought it sounded like a nice little poem.
Yes,
So
because...
go ahead.
Yeah, because I always told to my mom, Mom, I'm going to grow up.
Yeah.
You made a smart person, because I always thought that I am smart.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not that you're
not
smart,
smart.
but I'm
Actually,
smart.
I think that I'm a genius.
Okay.
Hey, you have to be
And
confident.
Yeah, of course. And, that gave me strength to tell her that I'm going to take off of this hell someday.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago, I did it. I told her, okay, Mom, I have 2 options for you. One,
Okay.
leave my dad and I help you with everything, or I leave the house. And I was inside, I want to say the first one because I don't know how to cook.
All right.
Yeah.
What did she say? What did she say?
She said, okay, I'm going to tell him to divorce right now.
And she did it?
Yes.
But right, and it was done, or did it take some time, or what happened?
No, he left like in 1 week
Okay.
or 15 days, I don't remember. But he had to leave soon. And since that moment, we have been happy. Because I had a horrible relationship with my young sister.
Okay.
I hit her. We hit each other so much, but I hit her more because I'm the older.
Yeah.
And
The bully. Mm-hmm. All right.
and yeah, like we were like poisoned by my dad, and now we are a real family.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Congratulations. That's awesome. I've never heard of anything like that, and
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Your life's now pink.
Yeah.
That's and so what, and this is something that I think we talked about having on this podcast, sometimes some very serious conversations. What do you think? Do you have people in your life still, like your friends, or people in your neighborhood? Do you think that like abusing like abuse, so cheating is normal, it seems.
Yeah.
Even here, wherever it's cheating, it seems so normal that I can't. Me and Andrew, we talk about it all the time. We know people that do that, and we're like, we would never be able to do that.
Yeah,
It
seems like it's hard to do because it's like people cheat, but they continue to cheat.
Yeah.
It's like they have 2 or 3 or 4 sometimes different relationships. I can't even have one relationship. I can't imagine having 4 relationships. One woman is enough. Like sometimes I just need to be alone. So
Like that thing about cheating or not is thanks to the religion, but I think that we are not property of anybody.
Yeah.
Because it's our own life.
Yeah.
And we don't have to be with only one person just because, oh no, if I cheat on him, oh no, I'm gonna go to the hell. We are going to the hell, by the way, but I don't believe in that, but it's just like an expression. It's normal. We are animals.
Yeah.
I think that we are animals, so that's part of nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still being honest with somebody that you're an animal is fine. I think
that's what separates us from the animals, I
that
think.
we're able to be honest.
Unless if you're a penguin.
I love penguins.
Yeah, penguins are great.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're a penguin, you're with
So
one
faithful.
for life. Yeah, you bring her a rock, and she loves you for life, and then you have to help take care of the babies.
Andrew's a penguin.
I kind of am like a penguin. I am
black
a penguin.
and white, dressed like a little.
I'm
a penguin. I'm
Me
black with white
too.
too. You're a penguin too.
Yeah.
No, but if somebody brings you a rock,
All right. So, I guess that brings me to an important question. So, that being said, I've dated some girls. I'm 38 years old, and I'm still single. So obviously, there's something wrong with me. But I've dated women enough to know that some of them, and by some I mean all, they tend to date men that are similar to their father. Not similar exactly, but that have certain characteristics. Mm-hmm. Would you say that holds true to you or to women in general?
What do you mean?
Like, for example, I'm a guy, and there are some people. There are some people that think that, or psychologists and studies out there that say that men usually look for women that have the same characteristics as their mother. And for me, it's very true because my mom is a very strong woman, opinionated. She's like a leader, boisterous, and active. She's an entrepreneur, and that's the kind of woman that I'm attracted to. Would you say that you're attracted to someone like your father or no?
No, never.
you don't like military men. You don't like army.
No,
Okay.
I hate them.
Okay.
I think that. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be offensive.
You don't have to be offensive. It's not that
Don't
type
be
of show.
sorry. Don't be sorry.
on this show. It's not that type of show.
Rule number 1 of the show: never.
Never be sorry.
Never apologize.
Never apologize.
Okay. But it's like almost normal for us saying like, perdón.
Ay, qué pena, ay, qué pena,
Ay,
qué
qué
pena.
pena.
I'm Canadian. We say I'm sorry for everything, and we don't mean it.
I'm American. No, I'm not American. I'm Colombian.
Yeah.
But anyway,
go
so you
ahead.
Um,
were saying.
So yes, I stuck.
You got stuck.
Wait,
Why-
you said you didn't want to be offensive.
Yeah, I don't want to be offensive because I'm saying that, but I wouldn't be with a person like him.
Okay, that's
And,
not offensive.
You know, he's so different about what I want from a man because he's not the kind of person that help to progress.
Yeah.
He's toxic and he's stuck.
Oh, I
He's
see.
stuck the people.
Yeah.
Okay. So before I know where Andrew's taking this, and I just want to step back before we go there. I just want to talk about, like, okay, a lot of things come back to dating, right? And so Andrew has a good point. He asked if you look for a guy that's sort of like your dad in a way. But I'm going to talk about money as somebody because we were talking, I'm going to give some background. I sent
I want one too.
Sophia a photo of these beers, and she said, I don't know those beers. And
Thank you.
you know, and she said also about the Patron that she's never tasted Patron, and she said, well, you know, I am on like a university student's salary or money, so maybe that's expensive. Two things. How do you feel in terms of like making money here? Do you feel like you make enough money? It's easy to make money. Is it difficult as a woman from where you are to make? Do you feel like you're comfortable, or what do you feel about money in general? Money.
Well, money is not everything. I think money is not everything at all, but it's like almost part of many things, the most of the things in life. And for example, I'm happy with my family, but I have to invest in rent, in everything, you know, in food and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, I need money so bad.
Okay.
But to get a good salary here is kind of hard in Colombia. It's because there's not many good education, but from the government to support the local and Colombian people.
Okay.
That's what happened. It's unfair. That's what has been a lot of protest and stuff like that, because it's like fighting for the derechos.
The rights.
The rights?
Yeah, the rights.
We deserve, but no. Every time the government is doing the opposite.
Yeah.
And there's no good education, and that's why there's many bad things. And I don't know, but you know that Medellin, especially Medellin, is the people know it because the women prepagos and stuff like that, you know. But not all of us are like that.
Okay.
No, I
Not
mean,
all of us like easy money.
Yeah.
well, I mean, you can't put like a blanket or a blanket statement or description to 4.5 million people. There's 4.5 million people in this vicinity. Let's say 50%, or actually, I think the last census was like 55% were women of the population. You can't say that 55% of these 4.5 million people are women that want to be prepagos or webcam girls or gold diggers. I mean, there's a lot of them, but it's not.
Well, you said on episodes before that you were a webcam girl.
Well,
It's the
you know,
truth. He
I've
was
been,
a web.
you know, I've been,
Actually, I work in a webcam studio, but not as a model.
You work there right now?
No,
Now?
before.
Oh,
Okay.
I used to work in a webcam model studio, but not as a model.
Andrew
What?
was a model.
Oh, nice.
yeah, I was a model. I used to wear pink hair.
I really went
If
for that.
anybody wants to see one of Andrew's pink hair photos.
And I had a thing that looked like this, a fist,
Oh.
and
Puño. A fist.
puño, yeah.
My God.
So wait, so you worked at a webcam studio? What did you do?
I was the monitor. You know, like I always saw the transmission of all
I
the
see.
girls in a monitor.
That's my dream job.
And I was a translator, you know, because they didn't know, most of them didn't know English, and I had to write the English.
Yeah.
But the pronunciation, not the real word, because they don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
And so I had to do that. And when they want them to do something, I always text them like, he wants you to do this and this and this and this and this and this. Or sometimes, you know, they used to put, they was writing.
Yeah.
But no, I did it from them. She just touched the
keyboard,
like
pretending.
soft. Yeah. So that was my job.
Dang it! I thought they were.
And they told me many times, "Why are you? You should be webcam model."
Yeah,
and I say, "Why?
Yeah.
You look good and stuff like that." And I say, "Like, I'm too smart to be webcam model."
Yes, thank you.
Respect
big up.
Yo, but wait! I find it so interesting because Andrew was a webcam girl, and Michael, who you saw on this show, he had the same job as Sofía does. I was gonna try to think of her nickname and I couldn't. Tutti. And
I know.
So, but he had that job, and so I have some questions about that. Where are the most of the men that paying for webcam?
Americans.
Americans. You said German, didn't you?
Yeah, Germany. Well, because there some of them actually work for U.S. companies or U.S. Cam sites, I guess, and then but the big ticket items are. You know, obviously United States and Germany.
Okay.
Because they've got euros and pay a lot of money.
How old are these men? How old are the men that you're writing with? More or less. How old are they?
Most of them are old people, more than 50.
Dang, that's not old. That's the new 30. 50 is the new 30. It's not old. I'm getting near 40.
Listen.
You're still young, but more than 50 is like.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. So
I know, guys.
I'm gonna pour.
No, que chimba.
Wait. Okay, wait. No. Come back. Okay, so the men are older guys from the United States. I want to get really deep into this conversation, but I want to ask you something. How long ago did you work there? How long was?
I have worked in 2 studios. So the first time I was 20, and I worked there for 6 months. Okay. And the last one was the last year. Okay. And I worked there for like 6 months too.
So how much money, if you don't mind answering, how many hours did you work there?
The 8 hours.
8 hours. Mm-hmm. And how much money did you make for the 8 hours?
1 million.
Per month.
And then, what about the webcam models? How much were they making?
They gain a lot, but not all of them. Of course, they have.
Ones, no.
No, yeah, no.
Okay,
the new one, for example, they don't gain a lot, like the tops, you know. But you know, everything is about attitude and yes, and if you know even some basic English, they would gain a lot. Actually, the 35% of the webcam models in Colombia are Paisas.
How much? How many percent?
The 35.
35? Makes sense, though, because they're the most beautiful. But it's the truth. There are more beautiful girls here, I think, than any other place in the country.
And on top of that, I think the Paisa, just the Paisa themselves, are known for being entrepreneurial and independent. So I could see that there are a lot of webcam studios around. I mean, I think in Manila there's like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
More. I think it's more.
More.
In every you can see a normal house and
it's a webcam.
It can
studio.
be a webcam studio. Yeah.
This is a webcam studio. Felipe, pop that booty. No, not on camera.
No, please don't pop your booty.
I'm the monitor.
Yeah, she's the monitor.
She's the monitor.
Can you translate for me? Felipe, pop that booty.
Quiere que...
Pipe quiere que atas el culo.
Wait, let's take this shot. And hey, so when I asked on my Facebook, I asked, what type of girl, who should we interview next? They said, a webcam model. That's what people on Facebook said.
Well, maybe she knows a webcam model that speaks English really well, and we can interview her.
But the great thing is that she was the moderator, and she was 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. How many days a week?
6.
And you made 1 million pesos.
Yeah.
So she's a moderator translating for some old, wrinkly dick gringo foreign men, and she's making 1 million pesos, which is roughly $300 for a 6 days a week,
48 hours,
48-hour week, $300. So, which is going to lead into some of the questions that we have to do about dating, which is to put things in perspective that there's people making $300, which we could go out potentially on a night and spend in one night. Right? In the United States, one bottle, if we went to a club, one bottle in Miami, one bottle to share with friends is 1 month pay.
No.
So
imagine.
It's the truth.
But well, that puts it into perspective why many girls out here want to maybe be webcam or do something because they want to make more money than the regular person, right?
And if they were in a situation,
everything is because is Medellin is amazing and no cool when foreigners come here. No, women are beautiful, blah 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 blah. But as you say in the beginning, they just know some parts.
Yeah.
That for example, poblado is not the reality of Medellin. Of course, we have poverty here.
Yeah.
And the women here, they don't do it because they want to.
Yeah.
It's because there's not more another opportunities.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's not like not judging. I hate when people say like, oh, she's prepago and they no, I don't support them, but I don't judge
of course
neither.
not.
Yeah,
And
you don't know their situation.
It's the way you don't know what they are living. For example, they are having a hard life, like mine, for example.
Exactly.
But I didn't get that option to be prepago or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I always thought I'm smart, right? And because I didn't was born, I didn't was born.
You weren't born. That's fine.
I wasn't born.
weren't
I wasn't born
yeah.
in the puberty neither, but
Yeah.
I wasn't.
So you had
normal.
you had some opportunity
Yes.
to study and to work.
Study, but if it was hard for me, I cannot think how hard it is for them.
Yeah,
Right.
Of course not.
So-
Like, listen, if it were you, if you were in your position, and we have friends also that are webcam girls. Like, honestly, if I were born in Colombia, I was in your situation you were talking about with your dad. I was an attractive woman, and I did webcam, and you tell me that I could make 4 or 5 times the amount I could make, and I could help my mother, my sister to get away from my father in an abusive relationship. I wouldn't think more than once.
Exactly.
Not more than once. I would do it and do it over and over again to move them from there.
Joel,
so
you could do it now and move away from me.
You know
I'm
something?
abusive.
Actually, I was about to be webcam model because I didn't have more options. The only propositions? Propuestas.
Proposals. Yes.
Proposals.
Uh-huh.
Most of them were like, okay, I give you this job. The salary was so shitty.
Yeah.
But they said, but if you go to bed with me, I think
more.
that is in every part
yeah.
of the world. So the only option that people give to women is like that. So that's why many women here are like that. Because it's the only way to get money.
So yeah,
to don't
that's
be hungry.
crazy. So it's like men that have money here in maybe like a country like this, which is a developing country, even obviously third world countries that are even more poverty stricken. A man that has money and that offers an opportunity has power.
Yeah.
So he uses that power to abuse. But then there's women like you that will not take it, which I think is amazing.
Or are in a situation that allows her to not take it.
Yeah, she's in a situation where she can stand up and say no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
then
not
there's
going to do
the other
that.
part of the country, the other part of the women that really like, it's like, hey, we have to pay this rent, or me, my mom, and my sister are on
Rent.
the street tomorrow. No,
or,
but
or
like
eating,
eat. Yeah,
just to
yeah,
eat,
of
just
course,
to buy
of course.
food, or the baby needs food. Like, that's
something. And so
fucked up.
one thing that Andrew, like you were making $1 million pesos, which today's money is about $300. When a girl starts webcam here, and she's a new person, more or less, how much money is she making in a month?
Depends, because if they don't have attitude, if they are always like shy in front of camera, they don't going to.
But how much? What's the
shit.
minimum? What's the minimum?
The minimum they can gain like for 15 days they can gain like $80. The new one, like $80.
$80?
Yes.
And what do the
But she's really, really sexy and crazy,
out
naughty,
there, yeah.
She would gain like around $150.
what?
Because they gain
For
in
what?
dollars.
How long?
For 15 days, because the payment here is every 15 days.
$150?
The first one. But if she has good
like a good energy,
attitude.
good
Yeah.
energy.
Tell me somebody.
If she is really like they cannot, you can see ugly girls, like I don't think she's going to gain shit.
Yeah.
They gain more sometimes than the prettiest one
because of their attitude.
Uh-huh.
So like, what about like a woman that has been doing it for a long time?
And she's good.
She's really good.
What's the most
What's
money
the
you've
most
seen?
money that you've seen?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. They can gain for 15 days. They can gain more than $8,000. Yes.
Holy shit!
It's a lot of money, That many
Especially
women
here in Colombia, $8,000.
It's a lot.
$8,000.
I know. It's crazy. Actually, they don't do the transmission every day like a normal webcam model. They do it like one time per month.
So,
So
I heard from a bird. A bird came on my shoulder and told me that there are guys that do webcam here. Did you ever see any men doing webcam? Were they of the complexion of Joel's complexion? Were they black?
Were they niggas?
Was it Niga? Or were they?
No.
No.
Okay, because I heard that there were some black guys here that make a lot of money doing webcam, doing crazy shit. But they're making like $8,000 to $12,000 a month.
Do you know a male webcam model? Other than Andrew, do you know another male webcam model?
Yes, but the most is like no male at all.
Yeah.
It's like more like
Feminine.
Yeah.
Feminine men.
Yeah, like maybe men, but using wings.
Wigs. Oh,
Wigs,
like okay.
wigs.
Okay.
Or stuff like, or using a little of makeup.
Wow.
They have to look kind of
Like a woman.
yes,
Okay.
like kind of female, but they gain a lot of money for sure.
So me and Andrew, we would.
I know a lot of men, and they are gays, and they gain
Yeah.
a lot of money.
So me and Andrew would not make any money. We would
I'll stick to my day job.
no money. I don't think.
Yeah,
With
someone
a wig,
would.
a pink wig.
Well, actually, some people. I'm
I
sure
don't know.
people would pay to see a very tiny penis,
Yeah.
like a minuscule
A micro.
penis.
It's
I'd be
called a
like,
micro.
Look at my micro penis, and then
Micro,
make a lot of money.
Micro semi-hard.
I could make a lot of money.
You would.
Yeah, it's because I don't know how. I don't know if I tell you, if I say that you could be good for that. I know.
Got him. All right, yeah, keep going. I'll pour the drinks.
I wouldn't say that you will gain or not because
You don't know my style.
You don't know.
Yeah.
we don't know your
I just have
attitude.
worked with Paisa men, and they
Wow,
are
Joel.
so
What?
You trying to get me drunk and
Bitches,
take me
like-
home?
Yeah.
they used to be more bitches than women.
The guys.
Really?
Yeah,
the guys.
the gays. Because
Gays or
Okay.
the guys?
gays.
The gays. Okay, cool. All right, cheers. Andrew's on. He's gonna be fucked up.
Wait.
Wait.
So
I know where you're going, man. I know you're just excited to go over to those questions.
No. Actually, I want to get to know you better. Actually,
Alright.
because you're a young Paisa girl, and I'm sure a lot of the audience that listens and watches our podcast is. I'm assuming it's male dominant. We haven't actually done the census on our.
The research,
we're 16 episodes in.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that many of them are guys and some of them are women. But as far as your personality, tell me about your personality. Do you what kind of music do you like?
I love jazz, blues, rock. all that stuff.
Wait, I thought, and I'm being sarcastic, I thought that Colombia and Medellin was all about reggaeton.
Ay, gas.
Perreo intenso.
No. Not me. I always have thought that I'm not the typical Paisa that everybody
I'm a typical
know.
Paisa, motherfuckers. Look right here. I'm a typical Paisa. I'm saying it on camera. Go back to her, but I'm a typical Paisa.
Okay, so you're not a typical Paisa.
Yeah, I don't like to be like only listening reggaeton or guaracha.
So
or
you don't
stuff
like guaracha?
that.
Wait, hold on.
I know
okay.
gas.
Wait, I know gas. Hold on.
I know a person named Gas. He's a very lovely young man.
For those
His
of you
name
that
is
are watching
Gas.
or listening that don't know what I know gas means.
Yeah.
It means like,
I see. Like disgusting.
that's so gross.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So gross. Like Valley
That's
Girl.
like gross. That would be the expression here. I know gas.
And I know a lot of people are watching this thinking, wait, she knows a guy named Gas. Like, I wonder, I would love to meet Gas. He sounds like an amazing dude. It's not that.
All
It's
right.
not
So
that.
okay. So let's clear some things up. So you don't like reggaeton, but you don't like it. You listen to it. Like let's say you were at a party with
She's
your
from
friends.
Robledo. She listens to it.
No,
She listens
maybe on a Sunday when you're cleaning the house.
Actually, I lived in Bello before. That is like kind of worse than Robledo.
Okay.
We have a property.
Kind of. It is.
100%.
It's way worse. Like right now, like it's
Bejo,
like
what's
the most.
sign for Bejo?
In that time was nice.
Yeah.
No, I don't like reggaeton because it's offensive. It's offensive, and they are not good artists. You know, like auto-tune and stuff like that. It's like, okay, where's the instruments?
Yeah.
I like the process. I like everything.
Okay.
Big
Do
part
it
of
with
the music.
effort.
But
I like the
I thought that
effort.
pink hair girls just in general like reggaeton.
No.
No.
That's a whole. Dyeing your hair
like
is
more
a punk
alternative
rock.
style.
Yeah, punk rock, alternative
Uh-huh.
rock style for sure.
Nice. Cool.
So you're an alternative chick. So you're in Robledo. Where do you go listen to music in Medellin that's alternative?
Dopamina rock.
Oh, we were there. Yes.
Actually, one of your gringos friends confused me as a waitress, and he asked me with that gringo accent like,
Richard.
Hola, tú trabajas aquí? And I said like,
No.
No.
I was like, no.
So, but it was better than that because Richard, I'll tell the story really quick. We actually, so when we invited Sofia to be a guest on this show, we didn't know where we knew her from, and then she commented on a post on Instagram saying Daniela. And
Daniela.
you said Daniela, and Daniela is dating someone that works with us. His name's Michael.
Oh.
And then I messaged you. I was like, "Oh, you know," and I saw it when
Wait, you know Daniela?
yeah, she
Yeah.
knows Daniela.
Oh, okay.
And
We
so-
studied together.
Okay.
And then when Sang Ming, Brandon was on the show, the first comment was by her, and it said "Opa" with these like heart eyes. So I wrote her, and I said,
Chito.
you know both Brandon and Daniela. She's like, no, I only know Daniela, and that's the way that the whole like the conversation started. And I just lost my train of thought as to why I'm talking about why we.
Oh, because of Richard.
But Brandon is the Korean.
He's the Korean guy.
Brandon.
I have been talking with him, and I have told him that I'm going to his restaurant, but I never go.
Why do you do that, Brandon?
Because I get lazy or I do another thing. and-
Brandon's a sensitive guy. He's probably
no,
crying
and he's
right now.
like,
I mean,
yes, welcome. I feel.
you gotta
Trust
go.
me,
You gotta
he
go.
will get you an Uber and give you free food.
Yeah.
Yes, Brandon, do that.
Brandon, do that. Do that. No, but okay, so I fucking keep losing my train of thought. This is like a
Richard,
combination.
bro.
Okay, Richard, back to Richard. Okay, good. So we're over there, and then she says, hey, I know you guys, blah, 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 blah. And then I added things together because we were sitting watching a concert, and she passes by, and Richard, totally always clueless, Richard, you're also just a little bit clueless, says, hey, do you work here? Can I have some beers? And she's like, no, I don't work here. And she went to the bathroom. And on the way back from the bathroom, Richard said, ¿Me das 10 cervezas? Or something like, he's like, can you give me 10 beers? And she looked at him like, fucking like this with this face, like what the fuck? And I was like, oh my god, Richard, are you fucking? He's like, I was kidding, man. It was a joke. It's like Scottish humor, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and
very
we were like,
dark
no,
humor.
yeah.
But
very
no,
dark.
I didn't get
Offended,
offended or something. I was like, no, I
don't work here.
I don't work here.
No,
Like,
Richard-
We were hoping you would say yes.
Can you open
like
that?
so weird though.
Yeah.
And then I went to my friend. I told him a gringo thought that I was working here.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on from fucking dopamina.
Yeah.
Ay, dopamina, the best.
I love it.
So my question is, it's something that I come across a lot here. So I have a lot of friends here that are Colombian, from various backgrounds. They could be black, they could be white, they could be rockeros, they're reggaetoneros, but everybody, when, for example, it's Christmas time, everybody dances salsa, cumbia, merengue. Is this true?
Yeah, it's true. In December, there's only typical music.
Yeah. It could be
Typical music only. Actually, music from singers from village.
Yeah.
Yeah, only acoustic guitars and stuff like that, and like music from the farms and like things like that. But it's typical for only for December, for Christmas, because that's the best month.
And
for
you dance
us.
to that music? You dance? You know how to dance to that?
When any of my drunk old uncle force me to do it, yes, I have to.
Hey, drunk uncle, pull something up. Just keep it in the background.
That's what I'm hoping to be
for
one
now.
day.
A drunk old uncle.
Yeah, because you could
Be
be like,
no, Tio, I don't want.
I don't want Tio, stop.
Come here. Don't say no.
yeah,
Wow.
you could be like the biggest heavy metal man here,
Yes.
buff with tattoos and everything, but they're dancing like merengue.
Yeah,
and
in the
salsa.
beginning we are like boring as fuck, but the family members,
The family
Family members,
members,
you're
yeah.
saying it right, don't
members,
worry.
they are like, guaro.
Yeah,
No,
guaro.
thanks. Don't say no. Take it.
And guaro, by the way, is the drink. That's a Colombian drink.
Yes, and guaro is every like
What is
5 minutes.
What is
What is
guaro?
guaro?
It's aguardiente. It's the typical drink from here.
Okay, cool.
So the more you drink,
It's not a good taste, but you drink it.
Let me ask a question. About that, because Christmas is here, December is nearly here in 1 week, and the parties are gonna start. For those of you that are watching this, you're about to come up on the biggest party season of the year. But and I think that this motherfucking what's it called?
Speak into
Patron
the
and
mic.
shit. The Patron and the beer is giving me amnesia. But anyways, where do you meet these foreign friends? You take foreign people to Robledo. Where do you meet these people? Where do you meet your foreign friends?
Well, I discovered on internet that the only way to know foreigners in the same city
Okay. Couch surfing? What are you doing?
is using Tinder.
Oh shit!
But
All
in
right.
the beginning, I didn't know that Tinder was for dating. I
Okay.
only wanted to use it to use foreigners to practice my English.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be stuck only watching movies and listen music in English. No.
Okay.
I wanted to talk, but in the beginning they were asking me like how much, and I was like,
How much?
what do you mean?
How much? Hey, nice to meet you, Sofía. How much?
Yes, I was so
Yeah.
boa in that time, and I was like, what do you mean? And when they were like being like
Yeah, flirty.
like
it's
flirting
yeah.
and stuff like that, I was like, why are you telling me that? And,
Yeah.
and one of them told me like, if you are in a dating app, why don't you follow or something like that? Like he was
Yeah.
complaining because
you are right. Because you
and I
wouldn't
was like,
reciprocate.
what? And I
Yeah.
started to research on internet like, what is Tinder? It's a date app, and I was like,
Oh.
I thought that was
You thought it was Duolingo. You thought you were
something
there
like
learning
that.
Yeah, okay,
Yes,
that's cool.
because I wanted to practice
Yeah,
with
yeah.
native people, but I was like,
That's why me and
Damn.
Andrew, we were on Tinder. We there to practice languages.
yeah, and I continued using Tinder, of course, but I wrote in Majus like, I'm not escort or prepago.
Okay, yeah. And you can explain that. What is squirt or prepago? For
A
those
squirt?
of you, for those of you, it's not a squirt. That's different.
I'm not a squirter.
Squirt is different.
Or a prepago. An escort.
Okay.
An escort, obviously. Here they say skort.
SCORT. You'll see that.
Escort. But it's an escort. Yeah.
And what's a prepago? Prepago.
A prepago means a prostitute or an escort.
Literally translate to a prepaid, like a telephone.
Yeah. Prepago means, prepaid.
Yeah.
You're prepaying for sex.
Yeah.
But you could do anything. You can prepay her and then go out to dinner, go dancing, get some music in, and then go home, and that's it.
Okay.
So
that's it.
Or you can do some more. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you are
I
going to
needed some
pray.
music and some
you
dancing.
You go to pray.
Yeah. And then we go to church and we have a good night. Yeah.
No, I just cry.
Nice. Yeah.
I tell them my problems.
Do you ask them to spank your bottom and just be like, hey, Andrew?
No, I ask them to change my diaper.
Change your diaper.
No, but yeah, escort, or sometimes they don't even put the E. They put skort.
Skort, yeah.
I've seen that on Tinder. Yeah, I'm not a skort. But
would you ever? You should put that on your profile on just I'm not a skort.
No.
Period.
I actually on my Tinder I put I'm not looking for escorts or prepagos.
But why don't you switch it and say I'm not a skort
or trannies? Like I put no escorts, no prepagos, and no trannies because there are a lot of trannies on Tinder, and for some reason I attract many transvestites.
A lot of transvestites.
Yeah.
Transgender.
On Tinder, they
like
match.
That's normal here. That's normal. Yes.
Yeah. So you meet these people on Tinder. I'm assuming that sometimes they're good looking, like whatever the guy's name is, the singer that you like, that you have a crush on, and so you may go on a date. But how do you invite these guys or girls or guys? Got to be guys. To your house. What do you say? Come to Robledo, and they don't have any idea where.
Actually, I don't invite any person. I have to trust that person first. I have to hang out with that person more, several times, and I have to trust that person to invite him to my house because I don't invite. Yes,
yeah, exactly.
And so I just tell them like, next time, let's do something different. I'm tired of poblado.
Yeah.
It's too expensive there. They are like, no, it's when they invite me to eat something. Actually, I see the price. I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Regularly, what is the age of the man that talks to you? Because you are 23, and regularly, what age of a man talks to you?
30 years old until 45.
30 to 45.
Which do you like?
Yeah, what do you prefer? Do you prefer
like,
older, younger?
Young people, young men are stupid.
Dang.
Well, listen to where you heard it first on the Medellin podcast. Young men are stupid.
Yeah, they just think about partying, having fun, and fuck that, fuck it, everything, and I don't like someone like that. I like someone that teach me anything, something new,
Yeah.
It's like, so boring.
But I'm 39 and all I think about is party and fucking and drinking and.
But age doesn't say how mature you are.
How mature
you are. Yes.
Mature.
I'm very immature.
So
this is why I'm single.
So for
and I'm lonely,
a perfect
and
man,
I cry myself to sleep at night every night. Sorry.
I hear him. I live with him, and I hear him crying. It's not fun. But he cries like a cat. It's like really fucking annoying. Yeah. Oh man, Andrew, he's having a rough night. People are like, what is that? You have a girl over? What is that? Cat man.
No, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
It's like something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much my.
I'm really good.
That's Andrew's.
I'm really good with.
That's Andrew's sex noise when he's coming.
No.
Really?
Those are.
I know.
There's only one way to find out. Only one way to find out.
Hey, salud. Wait. Let's get this popping. Yes, está servido. I'm fast. Yo, but
Okay,
wait.
so
Wait.
30 to 45 is what
emails.
was the people that are contacting you are 30 to 45.
Uh-huh.
Bunch of old ass fucking perverted men.
Whoa.
¡Ay, fue puta! Bueno, a ver, a mí, güey.
That work is... here we go. Cheers.
Hey, watch
Okay,
the amp.
Cheers.
All right,
Cheers. Okay.
Ay, espérame.
Wait, so 30 to 45-year-old, that's a big window. So what is the difference between dating a Paisa guy or a Colombian guy and a foreign guy? Have you dated a foreign guy? The Japanese guy or other foreign, like gringo or just Japanese?
A Japanese and gringo.
And what is there a difference between dating a gringo and a Colombian guy?
It is.
What's the difference?
Well, Colombian men, they make a big effort to make us feel good, to make us feel attractive by them. But it's like that in the beginning.
Okay.
But with the Japanese guy, he was like always too shy. And we have an expression here that tan lento.
Yeah,
like
so
so slow. Que hueputa tan lento.
You open your mouth and you stick your tongue out and he's putting a hamburger on your fucking tongue instead of like kissing you. That's what he's trying to feed you food. Yeah, okay, so tan lento, so slow.
I wasn't dating with him. I was just seeing him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like,
But
you know,
was tan
like
lento.
after several times we hung out,
Yeah.
I was waiting at least
for a little kiss.
It's normal. But he was always like, hi.
Was the gringo like that too? Was the gringo, the American guy, was he slow?
He took his time to know me.
Yeah.
But then he started to say, you know, like
Things.
flirting and stuff like that. It was.
Was it nice flirting? What things did he say to you?
Yeah, it was a nice.
What did he say?
He was like, even if you have your hair like that, because I had this black part too big, because I dyed like that in that time.
So you weren't born like this. Okay.
And he said, because he told me, and I was without makeup and stuff like that. And I told him that I don't look good, and he always made me feel good, even if I was looking bad. And yes, it's a difference. But the Japanese, he never expressed
What would the Paisa do?
anything.
What would the Paisa do? How would the Paisa?
Okay, the Paisa invite us to hang out, to drink, to eat something, and then go to drink some beers or anything. And then he's like, "Bebé, but you are so beautiful."
Big up to the Paisa men out there that really like, they don't go lento. You guys just go straight in. I love you, man, for doing that. The Japanese man, step your game up. The American guy, represent a little harder.
Some girls like to take it a little slow. Obviously, not too slow.
Just little, no.
A little, not
all
too
the time.
slow. Yeah.
I knew that in the Japanese culture, the women are who say, you know, like propose to be something. And as Colombian, we are like, we are not going to say to the men that I like you first.
Yeah, that's why.
Never. We don't do that. We have a lot of pride.
Yeah, that's why I always ask for the WhatsApp number. WhatsApp is huge out here, and I send a dick pic. Do you know what a dick pic is?
But it's not like the
dick?
Yeah,
dick
immediately.
pic.
Like here, this is what you're gonna get, and no more, no less.
Do you like wrap it in like a blanket, like a little manta?
Like a burrito?
You just throw it out
like
there.
Like a little burrito?
You put a little
burrito.
like a burrito, a baby burrito.
No, I mean,
what do you do?
I don't want to fake them out. It might be skinny, but at least it's small.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
¿Entiendes este? Just you repeat that in one sentence.
Por lo menos es pequeño, pero también es delgado.
At least, al menos. So don't go.
No, es una buena combinación.
Right. Okay, wait. Have you ever received, Sofía? Have you ever received a dick pic from a foreigner, from a gringo?
Yes, a lot.
I have.
Do you still have it on?
And I'm on Tinder for only women. And I get
You
dick
have
pics.
a dick pic. Andrew has a dick
These
pic.
motherfuckers send me dick pics.
Hey, info@MedellinBuzz.com.
Actually, I recently went on a Tinder date.
Yeah.
And she told me that even sometimes, like some of the guys, their profile picture is the dick pic.
What? What?
Sí, ¿sabe qué? You know what?
Wait, how is this possible?
Wait. Look at the dick pic. Swipe left to see the face.
You know, that was the worst part. That they are fat and with a lot of hair peludos. And it's like...
With a lot of hair.
Are you fucking kidding me?
A dude is Tinder
And
pic.
it's a thing like this. Zoom. Like
Zoom.
this.
Mazda. It's a Mazda commercial.
Yeah, it's so gonorrhea. It's like, my God.
And of course, you
Oh
talk to
my
him.
God. A fat dude with a
Yeah,
small penis
I
and a
die
fluffy
for
fucking
them.
pubic
I
area.
have to get to know this
Yeah.
man.
Wow. It was love at
He's
first
going
sight.
to be mine.
He's gonna be mine.
No matter what.
Mom.
I will fight toda esa perra.
Yeah. Oh my
yeah,
God.
no,
You could
alright.
tumbar my culo, man. You little small
Wow,
dick
that's
mother-
crazy.
And the worst, I saw one profile that he said he was so damn fat, like, you know,
Yeah.
so disgusting, and I know gas.
And what
he
else?
was
What
just
happened?
gas.
No, but
He
what
was-
else? Describe him. Describe.
Like
A foreigner?
Like, okay, so if he were a fruit,
foreigner?
a fruit,
I
what
don't
kind
know.
of shape
He
of
was
a fruit?
just old.
A fruit. If his body was a fruit, what shape of a fruit? Like
Pear?
Like a pear? Oh, a pear shape. Okay.
Pear shape.
Yeah, I like.
But
I
what
like
was the
pears.
worst foreign one you've seen? Foreign. What's the worst foreign Tinder profile you've seen? And did you swipe right?
I don't remember.
I'm sure you've seen many. If you're saying that some of them are dick pics as their profile picture,
Do they draw little
For
eyes
fuck's
on the
sake.
dick at least? Like little eyes on the dick? They put the eyes on the penis?
I'm
or
like, no wonder I'm not
I
getting.
saw one. He was European
Yeah.
and fat.
Yeah.
And hairy?
Of course. Peludo.
No, Harry.
Okay.
Oh, shaved. Racing stripe, lightning bolt.
No, he was in boxer.
Oh, okay.
Boxer. The
Yeah,
That's
like
nasty.
a boxer brief. Boxer brief. Okay.
He took a pic in the mirror like this, and he say, "I'm just trying to find a girl since 20 until 27 years old, no black, no ugly, just good looking," and stuff like that. Was like, what?
Wow.
Think this gonorrhea?
Gonorrhea.
Wait. So for those of you guys that are listening that don't know what you're going to be called,
If you come
eventually
looking like that.
you're going to be called a gonorrhea. You're
Which
going to
is
be
a
called
gonorrhea.
Yeah. If a girl says "I gas" when she sees your picture, that's not good.
Yeah.
When she
Yeah, that's not
if she says "I gas,"
Yeah.
that means that she is very disgusted by you. And if she calls you a gonorrhea, that means that you are a dirty motherfucker. I have a question because I guess closing question.
Okay.
Many of our listeners are foreigners that want to come to Colombia or maybe are in Colombia. What would your advice be to a foreigner coming to Colombia, maybe wanting to date or maybe just wanting to live a life? What would be your advice to them here in Colombia? Would it be to, I don't know, stay in Poblado, to explore other places, to expect that women are going to expect them to pay for everything? What would be your advice to a foreigner?
Well, first of all, if they really want to know the real tradition here, don't come to Poblado.
Okay.
Poblado is really nice, but there's a lot of comfortable things, and it's too easy. And I think I haven't traveled, but I think that to travel is about living the real city or country and stuff like that. Yes. So come to Floresta. Floresta, for example, is a good place to stay and it's not dangerous. It's nice, but not too fancy like Poblado. Laureles is a good option too, but it's like in
The middle.
yeah, like the middle, because between Poblado and Laureles is Laureles is the middle.
Yeah.
Never go to Bello.
Never go to Beijing.
Never go to the south, to the north. It's
The
north.
north.
Sorry, it's north.
That's where the Ice King is waiting.
Yes,
Yes.
never go there, guys.
Yeah.
But always stay. You can go even to the downtown because the downtown is not too dangerous like before. Actually, Boston, where is the tranvía,
Yeah.
is a really nice place to stay.
Yeah.
And it's not expensive. It's cheap and it's really nice.
But there's some
to
scary
live.
strip clubs out there because Andrew took me to a strip club. And it's the only place that I've ever walked. And not Andrew, it was a friend of Andrew. Okay, it was Andrew. And so we went to the strip club and there was actually, I walked into the strip club and there was a girl and she had a lollipop in her bum.
Bum bum.
In her butt.
Bum bum bum.
One.
Bum bum bum.
In her bum.
And her ass.
Are we allowed to say that on this show? Okay, but she was walking around and the guys were taking the lollipop out of her butt and eating it.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Andrew like,
Where do you go?
it was
Don't
in
worry.
Central, man, near Boston.
You said you like adventures, right? I'll
Yes,
take you on an
adventures.
adventure. I'll take you into
Free
an
tour,
adventure in
walking
your
tour
own
of Medellin.
country.
I never lived something like that
Yeah,
here
you-
in Medellin
Of
before.
course
But
it
what is Medellin? You can find
Yeah, you can
many
find
crazy
anything
things.
you
All right,
Yes.
so last question before we leave.
Okay.
If you had $1 million, what would you do?
First of all, pay my sister's university.
Why not yours? Your university.
Well, I'm asking
Because-
her. Don't fucking answer for her.
Bec-
If you had $1 million, okay, you would
Yeah.
pay your sister's university $1 million. What would you do?
That's like
That's what we think. We think first in our member family than us. We
Oh.
think more in the happiness of the people we love than ours first. So yeah, that was my first question, and I accepted. But first of all, my sister's university. Second, a house for my mom.
okay. Don't make me cry. If you make me cry, I don't cry. I don't.
¡Qué bobo,
The fuck, man? That's how we do it.
All right,
But not with a mom. But no,
$1
that's
million
great.
you'd pay for your
Ay,
sister's
hueputa.
university and your
What I
mom.
couldn't do without all that money.
No, you
Yeah.
invest it. You
Yeah,
call me
invest-
and then
like
invest
buying things that make me give
More
me
money.
more money. Yes,
Yeah.
not
And
like
not-
party. Of course, I would make a party.
You would start to
Of
dance
course,
reggaeton,
like,
wouldn't you?
Gonorrhea. I invite everybody. I pay all the Ubers, and because it's not going to cost me all
Would you
the
learn to?
$1 million.
Would you take reggaeton classes? Would you learn to dance reggaeton with $1 million?
No.
Like you could pay Nicky Jam to teach you how to dance reggaeton. Would you?
No,
Nicky
no,
Jam
no.
can come.
No,
he
no,
can
no.
come. He can come, but he has to listen.
Nicky, el baby.
Jam is actually a huge rock.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
would
yeah.
I
invite.
like more J Balvin. He's
J
a really
Balvin.
rock
Really?
guy. Yeah, but
J Balvin.
J Balvin, he started playing in a rock band.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
He started like that.
We want J Balvin on this show. We want J
I
Balvin to
haven't
come here.
gone to any of his shows
We have.
before
Dang,
because
don't
I
advertise that.
couldn't pay for a concert of him.
I paid
Why?
for a concert. J Barbie, I call him.
Because even if is nice to a person like him, I don't follow him.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Sophia.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, Sophia, it has been a pleasure, and I love you,
Yeah.
and I think
Daddy
that Joel
too.
loves you too. And you guys can follow us on Tinder.
What the hell is happening on this?
You can
Queen-
follow us on Columbia Cupid. You can follow us on.
the Queen's kiss. The Queen, she deserves
The Queen's
she
kiss.
deserves
All
it.
right,
Excuse
do
me,
it.
just to get a handshake. It's like this. It's like this. The Queen's kiss.
So
The Queen's
as
kiss.
I'm
Yeah, you could.
as
Go
I'm
ahead.
signing off here, you can find us on Tinder. You can find us on Colombian
Not
Cupid.
me.
You can find
not
these two
me.
on Tinder. You can find Pink Hair Don't Care.
I'm
And
trying to close this out. Stop.
but you talking about Tinder? We're not even on Tinder.
You can
I'm
follow
not on
us on Tinder. My name is Andrew Messia. You can follow her on Tinder.
Her name
You
is
can
Pink
follow
Hair,
Joelle on Tinder.
I don't have Tinder anymore.
You can follow me on Colombian Cupid. You can message me all your dick pics.
Don't
And
ignore me.
you
Don't
can follow
ignore
us
me.
on Spotify, on Google Podcasts. You can follow us on Apple Podcast, on Spreaker, and iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything that you listen to on podcast, you could look up Medellin Podcast or on Instagram or Facebook, and we would love you so much because we give away a lot of things, like a hat.
Yeah.
And
we do
a
a
beer.
hat every now and then and a beer. And wait, honestly, for real, this girl's hitting that shit right now. But I'd like to, honestly, I respect Sofia for doing what she did right now. For somebody that's never left this country, for someone that's basically self-taught, that takes it upon herself to learn the English language and sit down with two motherfuckers and talk about some random shit for an hour and a half and did it flawlessly. I think that she's got an amazing future. And everybody out there that has pena to speak and to learn and whatever, I would say Pink Hair Don't Care. And look at her as an example, man. And bring your ass on here. Let's talk some real shit. She's amazing. Follow her on Instagram. We're going to put her Instagram. Let her Instagram blow up tomorrow, please.
Sofía Urán 9595.
Sophia.
Here.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you the next one.